Okay. Oh, all right, y'all. Sorry about that. I am so late. Y'all know I'm on time for my BINZ hauls, but I literally am just getting back home from Sunday fun day with my family, and it was actually good. I had a really good time, even though on the way back I was, girl, cursing and all type of stuff, because it's like, y'all know how it would be. Family plans can be last minute, like the day before. They'll let you know, even if you'll have 30,000 things planned since last week. Family plans, y'all know how it is. But I'm not even complaining, because like I said, it was a really, really good time. I hadn't been to the place we went to in years, and I forgot how good of a time it was. So that was pretty good. But anyways, y'all, hey, thank y'all for joining the live. You know, whoever decides to come in here, it's just me right now. But thank y'all for the people that decide to watch my live stream later. Yeah, we got a really good BINZ haul. Y'all can basically see a lot of the stuff because I have been literally running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But 40 pounds, y'all. This is 40 pounds just about. And it was 2 trips. I went one time with my sister, which I have at least 3 vlogs like in the queue, ready to, come out. And one of them is going to feature my sister as a BINZ first timer. Y'all, it was funny. It was just funny to see a person be at the BINZ for the first time. And yeah, she actually gave her little review, so y'all will see that later. But yes, 2 trips later, I felt like I have enough stuff to actually haul for y'all. I have nothing but the clothing. Y'all already know, classic brands, couple of bolos that I've found for the first time, and some vintage stuff, and some just interesting items that I'm going to save for the end with the books. As y'all already know, if y'all are interested in that stuff, y'all can just, stay tuned till the end. Okay. All right, let's get started, because y'all, woo, okay, it's been a day. All right, so first we're just going to start with whatever's on top, and just it's going to surprise us throughout. So the first thing is something vintage, y'all. So this really cute nightgown, y'all know I love vintage nightgowns, not just chemises, but actual like nightgowns. This one is kind of like a fleece texture. It has stars all over it. It did have a little stain on it, but I was able to get it out. Well, there's actually a couple of there's like one little spot that I still see. I might try it again. If not, I'll sell it as is because it's just so adorable. It's by Patricia Lingerie, and it's a size double XL. Okay, y'all. So, oh yeah, y'all probably can't see that, but it's not that super easy to see anyway. But anyways, I just think it's gorgeous and adorable, and it's perfect for the upcoming cool season where people are going to be wearing, long sleeve nighties. Up next is for the little babies. I picked this up. Oh, hey, how you doing, Nikita? Thank you for joining. Thank y'all for hitting the like and everything as y'all come in too, because that definitely helps me in the YouTube streets. But yes. Oh, now 30. Yes. Okay. Hey, welcome in, y'all. But anywho, this is by Baby Gap. This is not a brand I pick up all the time, right? But these little jackets with the ears on it, Patagonia sells these. And I think just the trend of it in general is enough for me to have picked this one up. I also love the little wooden buttons here. It's just so freaking adorable. And it looks like it's going to be so freaking warm for a little baby. So I went ahead and grabbed that one. Up next is a sweater by Aerie, y'all. So this one is kind of like an oversized Dalman sleeve sweater. I did have to give it some TLC, but it did work out pretty fine because there was a little bit of staining around the wrist and everything. But this one is a size large, and as I said, it is Aerie. And yeah, I don't expect a whole lot of money for it, but I just thought it was great for the season. All right, up next is, I think I've sold this brand before. I really can't tell y'all much about it, but if maybe somebody in the comments knows, y'all can always tell me. But this brand is called Akoa, And I believe it might be like a higher end bread and butter. Don't quote me on Facebook. Just, you know what I'm saying? If you find it, do your research. But I picked it up. I was going to pick it up anyway because of the style. This is a long plaid cardigan, which is so adorable for this upcoming season. Very tempting for me. I definitely thought about it, keeping it, because it is just so adorable. I love this piece, and I love a classic long cardigan, but it mixed in with this kind of shacket feel, or like just like a plaid shirt but long. I love that. This is a size small, and any, let's see if it has any special fabrics, or if it's just cotton, or probably it's just polyester. But anyways, I think it is classic and beautiful. Can't wait to get it listed. Up next is, I believe, a vintage piece. I saw this already sold for between $20 and $30. Don't mind that little hairball. I have washed some of this stuff. This was one of the things I went ahead and washed. It actually has like a little cuff sleeve, but it's a short sleeve, little, just like cover up jacket, you know, for the transitional weather. If you all are wearing like, you know, strappy stuff, this can take your strappy dress and make it good for fall. You say, Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Shoot, I'm gonna buy it. Don't wash it though. I want it still smell. Oh, this isn't my clothes. This stuff comes from the BINZ. This is a Goodwill outlet haul. So in case you all are new here, that's what we're doing. But yeah, I did wash this one, so it smells not like the BINZ, which I'm sure that some people will appreciate. It does have one button and false pockets in here. Okay, so super cute. And it's by Spiegel. Okay, I didn't show y'all that, but it's by Spiegel. Up next, I'm just gonna let it be random, y'all, because there's only one pair of shoes anyway. I know some of y'all are already recognizing them. They're fresh out the bin, still got the rubber band. These are Birkenstocks, y'all, and they're in great condition. I love it. Usually the Birkenstocks have been so worn down that you can't see the size on the inside of them. This one is a size 43, which I'm so grateful I can see the size. And that's going to be an easy one. This one's going to be an easy sell. I'm not going to lie. Super excited to get that listed. All right. Next, I do have some t-shirts. So this is just, let me tell y'all, I've been having a t-shirt thing in my shop now. Like, I just want to collect, you know, t-shirts, but the good ones or the interesting ones, because even if they sell for like 10 bucks, they don't cost much. And in general, I think people like to grab those interesting t-shirts every once in a while just to kind of spice up their wardrobe. So I'm doing all of this explaining so I can show y'all this one, which is kind of questionable, but I still bought it. This one is a Goof Troops, y'all? Who remembers this from back in the day, y'all? A Goofy movie, etc. I'm sure this is not branded by, you know, Goofy and like, or Disney or anything like that, dealing with how it looks or whatever as far as the kind of sexual nature of it, but I just thought it was cute. So I went ahead and picked it up. It's a size large. It's 100% cotton. There is no particular, like, I think I did some research on it, but it probably doesn't sell for much. But either way, it's just an interesting t-shirt. Up next for the t-shirts, I have Stephen Miller Band t-shirt, which again, not the most amount of money I expect for this one or anything like that, but just, you know, like a little band tee, you know, moment. I like to have them in my shop for people looking for them. And the next shirt is very true to Texas, y'all. So, but I picked it up because I did do research, and this one was actually selling for like maybe $25 to $30. This is actually a Buc-ee's tee, but it is the 1982 classic car Buc-ee's tee, which is a very popular style of Buc-ee tee, y'all. And although I wish I could just stock up on Buc-ee's tees, because I find all kinds of Buc-ee stuff, and just sell it online, you know, it doesn't always do the greatest. So I try to pick and choose. This one is just freaking adorable, so we got it. All right. Up next is a vintage piece that I went ahead and picked up. And yeah, I think it reminds me of the 90s. So it is a little button-up blouse that actually ties in the front. And this pattern on it just gives 80s, 90s. It has beautiful gold buttons. Again, very 90s. I just love it. It's so cute. I feel like, you know, even a non-vintage girl could probably put this on, but this would be definitely not just dipping your toes into vintage. This would be like, you know what I'm saying? Clearly you're wearing vintage if you put this on. Hey, Alexander, how you doing? But yeah, so anyways, I thought this was a cute piece. Oh, I just realized there are some little beads on the end of the ties, but I actually might take those off because I think they were already kind of damaged at the ends. But no big deal. I think that will still be okay if you could just tie it without the little beads on the end. All right, up next is I think this is vintage, but I also believe it's like handmade, but I just thought it was beautiful, so I picked it up. It's this little jacket that is like quilted with different patterns in purple. Whoever made this, because it says made by mom for Grace. Grace, your mom is awesome, okay? Because your mom knows how to like put some stuff like together. You know, my mom too. My mom is a seamstress. She know how to do it. This freaking back is gorgeous. Look at that, y'all. I couldn't leave that. This is so cute and so unique. I wish that whoever buys it, I could see how they would style it because it is beautiful, y'all. I absolutely love this. And when my sister was at the BINZ, I was like, don't you think this is so cute? I don't have a size for it, but yes, we both agreed. Adorable. All right. Up next is a dress that I believe is plus size, which was my reasoning for going ahead and purchasing it because it's not necessarily this season, you know, it's probably like more summery, but this is by Loft. And as y'all can see, it's a very flowy dress, but it also has like embroidery and stuff on the fabric. I love the color combination of the light pink and the brown. I think that it's actually super gorgeous. And, you know, if not picked up around fall time, because I think it could go for fall if you just put a jacket on or something, boots, or maybe some Mary Janes or something like that. But if not, I believe it'll go during the spring or summer. All right. Up next is a sweater that I bought from the BINZ, but White House Black Market. I was about to say from White House Black Market, but that would be a lie. We got this from the BINZ, you guys. So this is a White House Black Market sweater. It is beautiful. It is thick. I believe it's made out of special material. I don't want to tell y'all just yet. I'll look at it and double check. But it also is beaded, has really nice bead work, and all of it looks pretty good. I went ahead and checked to make sure there was no missing beads. It's a size small. I love the V-neck. And it is, let's see, what is the fabric on this one? This one is only 6% wool, mostly polyester and acrylic though, but you can kind of feel that wool feel, but it's not super scratchy. But I just thought it was cute, so I went ahead and grabbed it. All right, up next is a cardigan by Talbot's that I thought would be great for this season. You know, this could definitely be a holiday, around the holiday season type thing. It is pure Italian merino wool. It is a size large, and it's just nice. It could be workwear, career wear, which I'll put in the tags for it as well. All right. Up next, we have a skirt by Francesca's. It is actually a fleece textured skirt, so definitely great for the upcoming cooler weather, etc. Would be great with some boots, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a beret. Y'all know how I love berets. Again, it's by Francesca's and it's a size large. I don't expect a super duper amount for it. I rarely pick up Francesca's, but when I could find good styles for the season, definitely go ahead and go ahead and grab and add that to my closet. Up next is a BDG, aka Urban Outfitters find that I thought was adorable. It is this army green punk style sleeveless vest. It's kind of like a long vest, so it could be worn with like tights and stuff because it'll cover your butt, and you can kind of just like, you know, get away with maybe making something look a little bit more dressy or dressed up rather than dressy, you know, versus loungy with something like this. Okay, so super kind of classic and whatnot. And yeah, plenty of pockets for you to put stuff. All right. Up next is one of those bolos that I was so excited to find for the first time, y'all. And it is a shirt by Poncho. Okay, so y'all out here in Texas, mainly Austin, from what I know, this has become a very popular brand. So, in and around my job, just in general, I've seen a lot of guys walking around with these poncho shirts on. Super, super kind of popular thing. So I'm excited to try and get some experience with reselling it because I've actually never looked the brand up for reselling it, y'all. But one of the special things about Poncho, in case you don't know, is that the pockets are actually magnetic. So even though you can see that there's a button here on the outside, the pockets actually don't button. So that's actually a really cool feature that they do. And I think it just kind of adds to the ease of wear. This one does have just a slight amount of pilling. I might be able to work with that with my sweater shaver. We shall see. I'm definitely going to experiment. But other than that, it's just kind of like a plain black shirt. But these, I believe, are like $100 a pop, like retail price, if not more. Okay. All right. Up next, since this is right on the top, I'll go ahead and show y'all. But this is definitely not for the season. This is a swimsuit bikini top by Victoria's Secret. I literally got it because it is cheetah print. I actually like this too as well. Listen, I'm not a big fan of cheetah print. I will, sprinkle it into my wardrobe here and there, but that's how I feel like it. Like I like it done minimalistically. But something like this I thought was so cute. Such a great take on the cheetah print. I'm just trying to get a little bit more of it in my shop because I believe it's going to be very trendy in the upcoming season. So we shall see, as always. Okay, up next is another thing for the summer. This is a rash guard by J. Crew. So just so y'all can see that, does say rash guard, so it probably has some SPF in it as well. I just think the pattern is gorgeous, y'all, and it actually just looks like a little cropped tee. So for those girlies that like to paddleboard, etc., or fish, maybe their guys around them like to fish and they like to go along, a little rash guard, or maybe just for swimming outside for the summertime. I think this is a really solid item to have, and actually I haven't really had many of them, but I'm definitely in the next season going to try to see if I can get my hands on some more because that'll be great to have for the summertime. All right. Up next is a Lauren by Ralph Lauren, something I love to pick up from time to time because it's just gorgeous pieces and I feel like they are solid. It's a solid brand, of course. This is just a nice little top with chiffon, kind of like sheer sleeves here. So this is definitely good for workwear, definitely a dressier kind of look, or you can do it dressy casual with jeans. I just love this pattern, y'all. Pattern is gorgeous. The colors are gorgeous. I went ahead and grabbed it, y'all. All right. Up next is a new brand to me, and I actually couldn't find much on it while I was at the BINZ, but I went ahead and got it because it is so useful in this upcoming season. And it is this utility style jacket, basically, and it is water resistant. I wouldn't call it waterproof, but it kind of has a classic look. It has YKK zippers, so I'm sure that this brand is probably not cheap, but I wasn't able to find anything particular on this brand because I don't really know how to search this. Is it 10? Is it IO? Can somebody let me know if y'all know what this brand is? I would love to be able to do some research on it. Of course, I will Google Lens it when I'm taking pictures of it, but I feel like there's just millions of jackets out here like that. So if anybody knows this brand, that would be great. This is just in great condition. There are these cork style details around it. So at the ends of the drawstring pulls, it has this cork texture, as well as on the back there is like this little panel with the cork texture. They kind of worked it in there. Not really sure I don't think it has any usefulness, but all of the like zipper pulls have this cork texture, and I guess maybe it's just supposed to add texture and color, but it is a really nice jacket at the end of the day. All right, up next is another jacket. I think I just realized something in my thing is kind of damaged. I'll let y'all know when I get to it. So this jacket is 100% silk, y'all. Backwards video selling stuff makes you the... Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Larry. You might have to retype that. Kayla, thank you so much. But yeah, so this is 100% silk. Even though it's 100% silk, y'all, it is by a brand that's not necessarily the most popular, and I think it might even be vintage, but I did see it sold for $25, so I said, you know what, why not? It doesn't weigh much. It's a size medium, which is nice. It's by Silk Uomo. I don't really know that brand. There is a YKK zipper, but anything made with silk, I always assume that the brand really takes care to, like, they take care of the brand, so it's probably not cheap retail. But as far as resale prices, I believe that I may only be able to get maybe up to 25, maybe 28 if I'm lucky. But probably not. 25 is what I saw it sold for. All right. Up next is something that is kind of making its way back into people's closets, and that is the tube top. But this one is actually a faux leather tube top, y'all. So I seen a lot of brands, have tube tops this past season, including Free People, Buy Together. There might have been one other ones that I was thinking about. Either way, I did see some tube tops come out. This is by Vintage Havana, and it is just stretchy and cute. And even though it's a tube top, I think this may be the only tube top that is appropriate for the upcoming season, it being this faux leather. But also the color is so adorable. I feel like I could definitely see somebody like wearing this out, to party, to a club or something like that in the upcoming season. So I'm excited to see how fast this one goes. Just in general, I just love picking up stuff like this. Interesting, it's got a little vibe to it. Maybe someone's looking for something special for their going out wardrobe. All right. Up next is another little shawl like the one that I showed y'all, the vintage one that I showed y'all earlier. But this one is not vintage. It is by WDNY. Okay, y'all. This one is a faux fur. It is super cute, super adorable. Definitely something that can make your outfit look more glam, more bougie. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's cold outside, and y'all know we be wanting to wear our little strappy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And this is how you make that work for the freaking cold weather. You get you some of these little cute shawls and basically cover-ups that, even though it is short sleeve, it could still kind of keep you somewhat warm, if you're waiting outside for the club, or if you just, going to an event or something like that. All right. Up next, y'all, let's see. What's next? Up next, a brand we haven't seen in a while. This is Mountain Hardwear. So these are some utility hiking shorts by Mountain Hardwear. I shy away from this brand because back in the day, like I said, I tell y'all all the time, I used to watch resellers and get brands from resellers, and it was great. And I appreciate the people out there that have taught me brands. This was one of the ones that I experimented with, but I didn't have the greatest of experiences. Meaning, y'all, if y'all find this out in a while, y'all want to sell it, definitely research the piece because it definitely matters, okay? So yes, this one is a size extra large. I did do some research. I think, I don't remember the exact number, so I don't want to just say a number, but I think basically it passed the test, okay? All right. Up next is a brand that I buy from time to time because it does pretty good for kids' clothes. This is by Hannah Anderson. This brand makes some really cute little kids' clothes, and people love it. Even they make some adult stuff as well. I've sold like a nightgown by Hannah Anderson that was like red and white striped with green that kind of looked Christmassy, but it didn't necessarily say Christmas. It sold quick and it sold for a nice price, like, above 25. Like, That's stuff that I can appreciate too. This one I don't know what to expect, but I just thought it was great for the upcoming season. It's adorable. The ruffles, the tears. Y'all know I love ruffles and tears. Just gorgeous for a little girl. I don't have a number as far as what I'm going to price it at yet, but we'll see. Okay, y'all. And I want to say there is a few swim pieces in here, okay, y'all, because I found some plus size stuff and I just wasn't gonna leave it behind because yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It'll wait until probably the season, or like I always say, people are going on vacation. So this is one of those plus size swim pieces that I picked up. And this is actually a new brand to me as well. And this is also new with tags. So this is by BINZ, okay? Never sold this brand before. I'm trying to see if there's a price on it. There isn't a price on this one, but I did look it up and I believe this one might be a higher end bread and butter kind of swim. So probably above 30, under 60. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I think about high end bread and butter. So we'll see, okay? These are the little items that I like to go ahead and grab during the winter that save me a little bit during the summertime, because I'd be forgetting I didn't even had them. But yeah, all right, up next is another interesting piece, right? And this one is by a brand that I don't actually pick up like ever anymore because I've had terrible experiences with it, but I couldn't leave this one behind. This is a jacket, velour, basically velvet jacket by Chico Designs, y'all. And y'all know what? The main issue I have with Chico's is their stupid sizing. Like, I don't know. Is this sizing like Torrid, where they do the 0 or the 1, 2, 3? Like, I'm not sure. But either way it goes, I picked this up because this jacket is freaking amazing. Look at this, y'all. Look at this jacket. I freaking love it. Like, what? It's giving... Dun, 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 dun. Like, it's so cute, you know, with the little velour. It's just, it'll add some pop to your outfit when you're in the fall time, when you're in the winter time, and you just want to, like, you know, jazz it up a little bit, make it a little streetwear vibe. Like, I freaking love this. I know I've said it already, but y'all, I was like, I have to grab that just based on style alone. There is also beading on this jacket. By the way, Chico's kind of, when I pick up their clothes, they do always have some interesting patterns and beadwork and stuff like that. So I am super interested to see how long I'll be able to even keep that one. We'll see. All right, up next, y'all are not gonna believe it, but I actually have another tube top. So this one is actually super stinking cute, y'all. And it is giving a little bit more corporate drama. I don't know, like, maybe something to wear to, I would say, a work event, but can we pull this off? Can we do a tube top at a work event? Because this one seems very appropriate. It seems a little bit like, I don't know if y'all understand, but very chic modernist, which has those notes of like corporate America and modern woman type thing. I love that. Okay, this one, I believe it has straps that you could that it may have came with before, but you can always put straps in this one as well in case you want to just buy you some straps. This one is by White House Black Market, and it is a size 4, and it is freaking gorgeous, and it zips up in the back. Okay, y'all, love the black and white, love the freaking pleats. Like, this thing is just cute. I can't wait to get that listed. Okay. Up next is a Torrid piece. So Torrid always does me well, fall to winter season. I always can find some really cute stuff out there for my plus size girlies, and you know, get them ready for the fall and winter season. So this, y'all know I love a good lace overlay and a sheer lace sleeve. I also love this little tie-up detail in the front. Gives a very like dark goddess, very Domina. Love it, love it, love it. So I had to pick it up, y'all. Love Torrid, even though it's kind of gone down as far as like the quickness of selling, but I think the pieces are classic, so they will probably always sell secretly. All right, up next is something that I'm going to sell as a pair, and it is these 2 bras from Aerie. I picked them up because they're in great condition, so like, why not? And then I believe I'm gonna sell them together. So they both are the same style bra, this lacy style with, you know, it's not actually a racer back in the back. It's similar to a racer back to a degree. Definitely just super cute. Definitely just in great condition. And this one is a size medium. They're both size medium. Yeah, they're both size medium. And this one is the gray one. So same style bra, just, you know what I'm saying? Two different colors. So I think I may sell them together. All right. Up next is, oh, is it another vintage piece? It is. It is another vintage piece. Okay, this one, did it have a, I don't know if it had a brand, but it is so adorable. So this is my vintage nightgown chemise thing that I like to pick up basically, and it is lace trimmed, and if you get into the details, it's floral, you know, but it's kind of like subtly floral, not like over compensate or encompassing the whole fabric. And then you have this midsection where it splits with the lace here, and then it's just a long like robe style nightgown. And in order to close it, it actually has strings here, so you can tie the strings into a bow in the front. Super elegant, super like soft life, you know what I'm saying? You know, just prancing around your house and maybe your little kitten heels or something, and just vintage and adorable. I know you can't really get the full glory of it right now, but I will be steaming it and making it look beautiful on my shop, which will eventually be linked in the description. So if you are interested in any of this stuff, please always go and look at the links in the description. And, you know, as I'm listing them, you will see them come up in my store. So definitely check out my shop, y'all. Okay, up next, actually, I wanted to see if there was a brand before. I just wanted to. So let's see. Definitely, I want to say definitely it is vintage because I'm looking at the tag now. But the brand is actually washed out, but it is a size large. Okay. All right. Up next, this next dress, I was questioning it a little bit. I don't think I've ever sold this brand before, but it's called Judith March. Basically, I always get it mixed up with another brand, and you know, I've done this in the past where I've gotten brands mixed up and I picked something up and I regretted it. Like, dang, that ain't even the brand I was thinking it, you know, it was. And y'all might have heard me make a couple of mistakes on the live stream, you know, trying to remember brands. Y'all know it, you know, this is stuff I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So y'all got to forgive me. But this is a Judith March dress and I just think it's cute. So I went ahead and picked it up. Judith March can be a good bread and butter depending on the piece, y'all. I think this is just gorgeous. The snake print, this is actually embroidery. It just looks so tribal. It looks edgy at the same time, and at the same time it looks boho for some reason. Just the interesting mix of aesthetics here. And at the end of the strings that tie up in the back, you do have these little tassels, which is gorgeous. I love this. I can't wait to see, you know, how fast this one goes too. It might sit until spring, or you never know. All right, up next is a sweater, so perfect for the upcoming season, and it is by Philosophy. Super plain, hot pink, kind of a slouchy, weighted sweater. It's gonna feel real comfortable on. It's gonna cover your butt in case you wanna wear some tights with it. Just classic, you know. I don't expect a whole lot of money for it. It is a 1X, but of course a girly in a large or an extra, you know, or a large, I'll say, can put this on and wear it oversized with like a little cami sole or something like that, you know, lace, something, you know, jazz it up. This is what I'm thinking when I buy plain items like that. Also, because I just want more everyday clothes in my closet, y'all. All right. And speaking of, we do have this also, which is another pink piece, which in my mind, I'm also getting ready for February because I always forget when the time comes. So as I go to the BINZ for the next couple of weeks, I will be looking for those red and pink things for the February holiday. I know we're not past Christmas yet. I get it. We haven't even passed Halloween. And here I go. But I still think it's a good idea for me to do it because I want to be very selective. So this is actually by Rebecca Malone, which is a brand that I don't sell very often. And it's a size large, but I just thought this top is just freaking adorable with the paisley red and pink. That'll be cute for Valentine's Day if anybody decides to go ahead and grab it. All right. Up next is a workout piece, plus size workout piece. It is super stylish, super cute, and it is new tags, y'all. So this one is by Livy Active. I've actually sold one thing by this brand, and it was a sports bra, and it did okay. I wouldn't say huge amounts of money or anything. This was originally priced at $69.95, 70 bucks. That's not bad. You know, I could possibly get 35 or so for this one. That would be amazing. It does have padding on the inside, which is amazing. It probably does have compression. I wouldn't be able to tell because I can't try it on to really tell, or maybe I can, maybe it says so, not sure. So it might be pretty supportive, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, the people who know this brand, they know this brand. So I don't think there will be any issues moving that one there. Up next, I got something for spooky season, even though we're too close for me to sell it for spooky season. But good thing spooky people are year round. And it is a black veil, y'all. So in my last haul, I think I showed y'all like an actual white wedding veil, which I actually took pictures of today. Gorgeous. I even got a little content with it. Y'all follow my Instagram too, because I'm going to be working on getting more content up there. But black veil, y'all, super pretty, super cute. I think I have it. Do I have it inside out? Oh, I think this is one of the ones that you put over your face. The reason why I'm saying that is because the lace was like inside out when I had it this way, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I guess you could do whatever you want with it. But here's the little lace ends of it, and it's just so gorgeous. And I can't wait to get it listed and see, you know, which spooky person is going to buy that after Halloween, because I know it's going to happen. All right, so this was what I was looking at earlier. I think it might be damaged, but I'll go ahead and show y'all anyway. And I might see if I could get my mom to repair it. Maybe, I don't know. It is this really gorgeous red chiffon dress by Mango, or M&G by Mango. And it is a size 4. So it's a small size. Actually, I think people may have adjusted the straps on this, because this one actually doesn't have adjustable straps. Yeah, this one might not get listed, but the problem was the bottom of the dress. I was looking down and seeing this, and I was like, wait, that's not right. Okay, so we have one bad buy. Hopefully that'll be the only thing. All right, up next we have a swimsuit by J. Crew, I believe. Yes, J. Crew. This one, it is actually a long sleeve swimsuit, and it actually has a ribbed texture. The color of it is gorgeous, y'all. I absolutely love this. And in the back, it is open, y'all. So the girlies that, you know, maybe want a little shielding from the sun, but still want to be kind of sexy and cute, definitely this one would be a cute little piece. It is a size 18. So another thing for our plus size girlies, and it actually is considered J. Crew rash guard. So it does have the SPF you need. Okay. All right. Up next, we have a jacket by Thread and Supply, which is actually a really good bread and butter brand. But I'm just going to say that you definitely want to be selective with your pieces. Like t-shirts are definitely not going to do as good as like something like this. But Thread and Supply, this is a size medium. Look at that gorgeous pattern. Y'all know I love to pick up a little check pattern. There are people who just love, you know, a check pattern. So just classic. It is also Sherpa. Very just beautiful. Love the color. You know, it's probably an older season of Thread and Supply, because I haven't seen, we do sell this at my job and I haven't seen this. So it's probably not like the newest, but I think it's just classic and cute and cropped. When am I going to list it? This one, this jacket, this one, I mean, I don't know, girl, because I have a whole, like, I'm working through the last BINZ haul still right now. So if y'all want, if you want it, just let me know and we'll just work it out if you want that one. If you want this one, it's a medium, like I said, though, so you can try it on, y'all. I'm talking to my sister, y'all. If y'all, you know what I'm saying, if y'all know me in Austin, you know, y'all can always hit me up too, or in general, y'all can send a comment and I'll tell y'all, like, you know, we can work things out, okay, if you're local, okay? Yeah, I'll put it to the side, Dre, because I'm working on stuff right now from the last BINZ haul. I'm trying to get that stuff listed right now. So, yes. All right. Up next is a new brand to me. It is a pair of little palazzo pants. Cute, abstract, new with tags, y'all. And it's by Sea Folly Australia, which I had never heard of, but it definitely kind of like made me curious. I ended up looking this up, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the prices were for this brand, but I want to say it definitely passed the test of what I was at least willing to want to sell this for. But this is also very lightweight, so you know, the standards were not super high as far as numbers, because you know, even if this sold for like 20 bucks, it would be okay. But I think this one might be a good brand, so if y'all want to look that one up. Okay, that's Sea Folly. All right, up next is a classic piece by Zara, a cute little beige blazer, double-breasted, kind of a low cut, you know. It's not like the short kind of blazer, it's like a medium length. So it will cover the butt, you know. You can wear it with some maybe slim trousers or something like that, or even jeans and a nice t-shirt. I know people sometimes like to mix the jeans with the blazer. It also has really nice buttons here. And again, by Zara. This one is a size extra small. So it does, I think it's supposed to be worn like oversized, basically. So yeah, I think Goodwill had it on sale for $8.99. All right. All right. Up next is a dress by Boston Proper. So Boston Proper is kind of a higher end bread and butter, but you definitely have to look into what the piece is. This one is a plus size. Well, it's an extra large. So it just feels like that because it's kind of like weighted. It felt like it was a little bit bigger, but yeah, extra large. And it is a boat neck. And it kind of has like a fun, busy floral pattern. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, multicolored, cute little dress. Boston Proper, you know, I don't find it that often. And when I do, sometimes it's not in the best condition, so I leave it. But this one, I think this is adorable. This will be cute on like a curvier girl. So I went ahead and grabbed it. All right. All right. Up next, we have a new, well, this one is a new brand to me. Boston Proper is not new. This one is new to me, y'all. But I thought it was so freaking cute that I had to pick it up. So this is definitely for the upcoming summer, next summer. And yeah. So unless somebody's going on vacation, which this could be considered resort wear as well, which I love tagging my clothes with resort wear because I know people are going on vacation. This is by BINZ. Let me show y'all that. BINZ. And this is new. I believe I saw something about maybe it being sold at Anthropologie. Not really sure. Maybe like, you know, Anthropologie may have sold 1 or 2 pieces from this brand. Not sure. It is a halter. Super gorgeous, super just adorable. I can't wait to see what it does. Y'all try it on like that oversized shirt too. The reddish pink one, that was a 1X. Oh, yes, the one by Philosophy. Okay, yeah, I'll put them to the side for you. Okay, up next is a Bolo brand, y'all. Never heard of this brand before, but when I looked it up, I was like, what? Okay. These little shorts. My little nose is itching, y'all. And somebody just made an offer on my Poshmark store. If it was one of y'all, thank y'all. I don't know. But either way it goes, I'm finna go look at it after the stream. But anyways, this is a Bolo brand. And it is, these are shorts by a brand called Freddie. Okay. So this is what they look like. They kind of remind me of apple bottoms back in the day, y'all. Something about this, the way that this goes, it just gives me like, I don't know if it's PTSD or it's just super reminiscent of apple bottom, but I love this like interesting shaped pocket here. But y'all look up this brand. Let me show y'all. So just in case y'all are selling out there, look up this brand, y'all, Freddie. Y'all, it surprised the heck out of me. I did not expect for the prices to be the prices. This is a size 10, which is a great size. And apparently this is international because they have sizes, they have every size in here. Let me show y'all. If y'all didn't see that before, UK, Australia, China, everybody got sizes up in here. So this brand is international. And now that I'm looking at it, it's also an Italian brand. So I have never heard of this. It even has the what it calls the spare parts, which is the extra button, which is great because I don't think this is new by any means. So it's nice to know that there are some spare buttons. I do need to do some TLC work and get some of these stringies off, but I'm excited to see what this will do because this will be my first time with this brand. All right, up next, we have a merino wool sweater by Calvin Klein that we just got because it's a classic and because it's wool and because winter and fall. Calvin Klein is not like something I pick up all the time, but y'all know I always kind of advocate, and I think I just found a little hole right there, y'all. We'll see. But either way it goes, Calvin Klein, classic, but I'm very selective because it just doesn't always do all that great, and yeah. But all right, up next is a, who is this by? Oh, this is by Everlane. Okay, a burnt orange shirt, very true to Austin, the girlies that are going to the football games, you feel me? It's about to get a little bit cooler. This one is kind of a like thinner shirt, so it probably won't keep you too warm. But you know, if you're going to the game, you want to wear just this and a little jacket, you know what I'm saying? A little puffer jacket or something like that. Show your support, that would be great. Or maybe you just like this color and it just looks good on you. But anyways, Everlane, that is a classic brand for us. So yeah, and this one is a size small. All right, up next is another Bolo brand, but just a t-shirt. So all right, we're gonna try to look for something better next time. It is called AYR. If y'all haven't already found this one out there doing y'all's Bolo reverse searching, I found this a long time ago. I might have to go into my Bolo book and cross this one off so that at least I can just say that I found it. But basically it's just a black t-shirt, but it's by that brand. So it probably will sell for like 30 bucks, which we're okay with. But I definitely wish I had found something a little bit more substantial, but I will be looking for it out there. And if y'all don't have that brand written down, definitely write it down so y'all can recognize it when y'all see it. All right, up next is a vintage shirt, again with the cheetah print, but this time we added a couple of other animal prints in there. Okay, a little mixed media animal print shirt. It is sheer and it is by, Drapers and Damons. And I just thought it would be, you know, cute for either like a younger woman could wear this if she wanted to like tie it front, you know, maybe wear it like with a cute little, I don't know, short or something, I don't know. Or an older, more mature woman could wear this with her camisole to kind of cover her arms and things like that as well. I just thought it would be cute and stylish, especially since the cheetah print is coming back. Y'all see me working to get this cheetah print in my closet. Up next is actually a pair of panties, new with tags, of course, because we ain't doing that. But at the BINZ, Lord, anything is possible. But yeah, so pair of panties, new with tags. I actually haven't looked these up, but it is by Mentionables. I have actually sold panties before that are new. As long as they are in the plastic, new with tags or something like that, I will pick them up if they are a good brand. Of course, we're always looking for La Perla, pretty much. But Mentionables, I will see if that will even go on my shop. If not, I will be gifting these or something because they're not my size. So anywho, yes. All right, up next is another one of those swim pieces that I was telling y'all about. I got plenty of these things this time, so I'm excited for my plus size section, y'all. So this one is actually also new with tags, which we love. Gorgeous pattern here. Like a thicker girl would be absolutely snatched in this. It's adorable. And yeah, it was originally priced at $59 and it is a size 22W. All right. And we're getting down to the bottom of this bin and I have one more bolo to show y'all. So this up next is another intimates section item, and it is this gorgeous lace overlay bra by Fredericks of Hollywood, y'all. So I've sold a lot of Fredericks of Hollywood. I just haven't run into any good pieces recently, and I'm very selective, of course, because they are intimates. But this one, it just looks new with tags. Like everything is just, it looks new. Like, so that's why I went ahead and picked it up. I don't expect a huge amount for this, but this thing is super gorgeous. It is a size 40D, okay? All right, and last but certainly not least for the clothing, I found another bolo for the first time, and I'm so excited. I don't know what it's gonna sell for. Sometimes I'm overexcited for stuff like this because I'm like, sometimes I haven't done the research and I'm like, oh, it's so great. I haven't found this brand. And then when I look it up, mine is the one that doesn't sell for that much. The piece that I found. But this one here, can anybody guess? Can anybody guess? I'm going to tell y'all. No worries. This dress is by For Love and Lemons, y'all. Yes, I'm so freaking excited. I have found only one other thing by For Love and Lemons, and it was probably a pair of panties or a bra. That's it. And for me to find something as substantial as a dress, y'all, I'm so excited, okay? And I'm not going to lie, when I found this, I was literally digging next to another person, like in the bins next to another person who I know if he would have saw this, he would have snatched it because he was in there like grabbing some good stuff. I was seeing out of the corner of my eye. But y'all know, again, I love me a cute little lace overlay. This one actually has, so the bodysuit underneath it is a bodysuit. It's not like a full dress. So it looks like basically a nude. And once you wear the bodysuit, then it just shows legs. So it's very sexy, very cute. Let me show y'all that tag. Here's our For Love and Lemons tag here. Beautiful, gorgeous. This dress is probably hundreds of dollars. New with tags. It has the puff sleeves. It's giving Victorian vibes. Definitely wanted to save this one for last because I was super excited to have found this at the BINZ. Super excited. Very 2000. What was you saying was 2000s, girl? You said the shorts. Which shorts? Which ones? Oh, you talking about them Freddy shorts, huh? It looked like apple bottoms to me, girl. All right. So now that the clothing is done, y'all, I want to get into the stuff and things that I bought and these kind of random items I picked up. So I'll start with the biggest. This right here is a super gorgeous pillow. Actually, this is the wrong way. Let me show it this way. It is a super gorgeous like body pillow, and it has like little tassels on it. Very bohemian. This could be like for somebody's bed or somebody's couch. Oh, let me pull these down. And it looks very tribal, just cute, just gorgeous. I did purchase this not even thinking about how I was going to, oh, you thought it was going to be a rug. Yeah, it kind of looked like it would be, but it would go with a good, like, if your house had like a good rug in the inside, like one of those Indian, hand tufted, them rugs that cost you thousands of dollars. This is where I picture this thing going, somewhere in there, okay? I just love it. But I bought it not even thinking about how I was gonna box it. So I might have to do a roll and roll it to box it. But I was just excited because I thought it was beautiful. It kind of gives me like, what is that store called? West Elm or Ethan Allen or something like that. It's just beautiful and it looks new. There's no stains, thank goodness, because it did come out of the bins, y'all. But yes, I love that. Can't wait to get that listed. Up next, I want to show y'all this cute little mini carry-on bag that reminds me of the 70s. So this, I actually bought this. Oh yeah, the pillow is a good aesthetic. But this one I actually bought. Well, one is because I liked it, okay? But second of all, like I ran into a bag like this one time at Goodwill, and I looked at it and I thought about picking it up, and then I didn't pick it up, and another girl came behind me and literally picked it up, and I was like, dang it, why did I pick it up? And it was basically a small carry-on like this, but it had like a nice vintage pattern on the outside, and on the inside, as usual, these bags have the little strings that hold down your clothes, the little buckles and stuff, and it just gives very vintage, you know. I don't know. Or maybe a person could even put an instrument in here or something. That's what I was thinking when I bought it. But I just thought it was gorgeous. It does have a little bit of damage. However, this part is supposed to lock with the zipper here. The person had put like a little clothespin there to kind of hold it together. But I don't think it'll really matter. You know, I don't really picture someone actually traveling with this thing. I just kind of see them using it as like, you know, something to put, maybe like if they're a traveling hairstylist or a traveling something another or whatever. They're not like going overseas with this. That's not what I'm picturing with this. But anyways, it's gorgeous. It has a great pattern, and hopefully, you know, somebody falls in love with it and purchases it, you know. If not, it'll be here probably. It might be an easy fit, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad of a damage. All right. Up next, I want to go ahead and show y'all the books, and then yeah, I just want to go ahead and show y'all the books real quick, and then I'll show y'all the last thing, which is like the most random thing I've ever purchased, probably, but probably not, because y'all, if y'all have been watching me for a long time, y'all probably have seen me purchase more random things. First, a Halloween book. Okay, so y'all, I have a Halloween book lot, like a couple of books that I'm selling, and I was thinking about just adding this book to it. It's not like super expensive or anything. I just love the artwork and that it's kind of like a vintage Halloween book. They're like, I guess, what does it say, space case? I don't even know. I haven't even read it. But this book is actually by Reading Rainbow. So I thought that was really cool. Thought I might add it to the little lot of books and get it sold, you know, maybe. We'll see. Up next is a coffee table book, and it is Elvis, y'all. So I did look this one up, and I did see some interesting numbers out there for it. This is a commemorative stamp collection book, so it's not actually Elvis, but it has Elvis on the front. So if you love Elvis, you might like this. But oh wait, maybe it does. I do see something with Elvis in here, right? So Elvis, but this is actually about stamps. So this is for people who want to collect their stamps, and they have different like categories of stamps that, you know, like sports, rock and roll. Y'all know how stamps used to be back in the day. They still are like collectibles now. And so basically, this is a cute little coffee table book in general, as well as, you know, if you are a stamp collector, this could be good for you. But anywho, y'all know me. I pick these types of things up. All right. Up next is another coffee table book, but it is about dragons. So it's called Discover Dragons. And last time I picked up this book that was like all about like prehistoric America and dinosaurs, but it was like fictional, and it was like basically making up the whole world as if dinosaurs and humans live like together collaboratively. And those books sold like, it was only 2 books, and I sold them for like $30 or $20 a piece, or I can't remember the exact numbers. That's why I'm kind of jumping around here. But yes, anyways, these types of interesting books do pretty well for me, that have like gorgeous pictures like that, you know, that are just interesting. People tend to want these as coffee table books, especially if they're into that, like maybe Dungeons and Dragons or things like that. People love stuff like this. All right. And then up next is another coffee table book, and it is a art book. So this is The Art of Bev Doolittle. Okay, so if you look at this front cover, it's an illusion. So you can see that there are rocks and snow, and then there are horses here. Like, you probably can't even count how many horses, because it just looks crazy the way that he's done this illusion on this front of this book. But I imagine there are probably more illusions and things like that in this book. And I think that writing is a part of, look at this one, y'all, is a part of the art. But yeah. So this is it's just an interesting little art book that you could just sit in a waiting room and look through, and, you know, make it not feel like you're waiting so long, you know, in a waiting room. So yes, just interesting little art book. And it also has poems and texts in this book as well. So we shall see what they do. All right. Lastly, we got a couple of traditional Asian, I don't know exactly what region, decor and a cute little fan. So we'll start with the fan. I just thought this fan was gorgeous and traditional looking. I keep saying gorgeous. Maybe everything in this haul is gorgeous. But I think it's so pretty. It's beautiful. Like, people are even using fans more these days, the electronic ones, but even, you know, some people, you know, they grab out their little fan. I just thought this was cute. If there's a collector out there, they would absolutely love this. And lastly, this Asian doll. So I saw this in the bin and I was like, I see these kind of dolls all the time, not like this particular type, but I remember watching some documentary about the work that goes into making Asian dolls. So I went ahead and lensed this one. And if you actually lens it, if you want to take a screenshot, if you're curious, what I found was that there are dolls like this that are listed at $400 and something, $500 and something. But mine is actually missing something, okay? And it has like slightly a little bit of damage, which I'll get into right now and show y'all. So I'm pulling out some of the hairs and stuff right now because this was in the bin, but there's a few of these little things missing, or like maybe just one of these little things missing. And then normally there is a instrument that lays across the bottom, because basically this is made out of whatever they make the traditional Chinese flooring. I forget what it's called. And I feel bad because I watch anime, so I should know what this is called. But basically there is an instrument that lays across the front that she's supposed to be playing. So that's why it's missing something. So I don't think I will be pricing this at $400 or $500. So that's probably not going to happen. Her hair though is perfect. Look at that. Like, there are certain things about the doll that is perfect, and then there are some things that are damaged. Like, she does have a couple of marks on her face, like just a few little like nicks and whatnot that are causing me to just be like, okay, I don't know what price I'm going to set it for now, but who knows later. We'll figure it out. But I also wanted to show y'all, this might be hard to show y'all, but look at her eyes. It might be creepy too, but her eyes are brown. Beautiful. Like, I just think this is such a gorgeous little doll that I didn't want to leave it behind. So we'll see if we can get it sold for, you know, definitely not 400, definitely probably not even 200, but maybe a little under. That would be okay with me. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. That's it. Let me show y'all the back of her outfit too. She's wearing a traditional kimono, of course. So, but yes, this is it. This was my whole BINZ haul, and I'm super excited to get this stuff listed and get it out there to y'all. Right, the detail in this art is just so pretty. Like, I feel like, you know, if I had all the money in the world, I would have a room dedicated to Asian art and a room dedicated to Victorian art. It would be the most non-matching house in life, but these are the things that I muse at. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed everything. Thank you, sis, for coming back in and watching and commenting. I hope that everyone else will eventually decide to comment and stuff too. And subscribe also, y'all, if y'all want to see more of my BINZ hauls, because this is what I do over here. So yeah, all right, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go because I was already late. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.